Welcome, welcome. I haven't really done any ASMR videos in quite a while, at least from my perspective. It's been, I think, more than 2 weeks since my last one. And so today we are going to be completing the newly released Memory of Chaos. I have no idea what enemies are there. I don't even know like what the debuff is. So let's first of all read the turbulence, check what it does. So it increases the crit damage dealt by ally target when they use their ultimate by 50%. After using their ultimate, adds 2 hits to the memory turbulence, stacking up to 20 hits. The start of each cycle, each hit of memory turbulence deals 1 instance of true damage to 1 random enemy target. Okay, so just a pretty easy crit damage buff for ultimate using characters, which is basically every character, so quite universal, sorry. Of course, this does mean that this kind of incentivizes using teams that heavily rely on ultimates, but I think this is a pretty good general buff, you know. So, let's go to floor 9, and I'm thinking what I want to use here. I'm not really sure. I would love to try some Seele teams, but I think for floor 9 and 10 it doesn't really matter. Seele will be like more than enough, I hope. So let's use where can I find her? Here she is. I think we'll go with Triby should be fine, I guess, and then we can also go with perhaps RMC. Yeah, I guess they should be okay. Then for this team, do we want to go with anything specific here? I wonder. I could go with a Shui break team or something like that. What else? What else? We could also try. I thought about using a Cyrene hyper carry team, but we would need to replace RMC. In that case, I'm not really sure I want to do that. I guess we could just go with Acheron here. You know, why not? Though first let me quickly check my builds if everything is in order here. Yeah, it mostly is. Not the best builds, but they are good enough, especially for this floor. Okay. So after Seele's buff, I haven't really played with her. I did, in my previous video, I completed the purification with her, and she was quite good there, so, you know, she feels pretty strong. But I'm just like, purification is very different from Memory of Chaos. I'm just not too sure that the two are comparable enough, you know. Still, I think she should be like floor 11 should be quite easy. Floor 12 will be highly dependent on which type of enemy we find there. Okay, so I think we won't even have to use our ult here. We can just save it. The enemies here don't really have any HP. Yeah, we almost one-shot one of the elites. Nice. I think we'll just hold here on the Titan King, probably one-shot it. Great. And then our skill here might actually be enough. Okay, well. Good run, good run. Acheron should also be pretty recoverable here. It shouldn't be, again, I think it's going to be a zero cycle, but as with all endgame modes, the early stages are incredibly easy compared to like level 11 and 10. Using my ult here was probably not as efficient as waiting for City Wolf's ult, but seeing as all the enemies died to a single attack, I guess it's fine. So, I think we'll be able to one-shot this stage, I mean this wave as well. We'll just need to get our City Wolf ult up and we should be fine. The only unfortunate thing for us is the distribution of the is it Budons or is it Russian word? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't like flower petals, I guess. I will just call it flowers, you know. So yeah, we need to somehow distribute them more evenly here, though I don't really think it's going to matter. I guess I will just... Oh, he broke him, so it doesn't really matter already. Well, let's just one-shot everyone anyway. Great, great. I will also be bulling for the new blade, so I'm quite excited to see how much stronger Acheron is going to perform in the next patch and in the future. So you can also wait for the new video to come out relatively soon. I think it should be like less than a week away, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think Blade will come out next Monday, so 6 days from now. Okay, then for this stage I think we'll keep Seele going here. Don't think we'll need a sustain here yet. And for this stage, I kinda want to be a bit greedy here and try to run as a stainless Rappa team. Maybe that's bad, you know. But I really want to try it, see how it goes. Rappa is definitely a bad choice here. I mean, she's quite a bit worse than Firefly. Like, I have no doubt that Firefly will be able to finish this one, but I just kinda want to see how things go. You know, if we have to restart, it shouldn't be too big of a problem for us. But we'll see. So I'm quite confident in Seele's clearing abilities here. Maybe you won't one-shot the enemies, but a couple of ults should be enough. Now, I think I'm probably going to focus on the Griffin her gear because it summons more like minions, which are going to make survival a bit harder for us. Okay, so we one-shotted here, great. We also get an additional turn, amazing, and we one-shot the horse as well. Well, that's quite nice. Nice, okay, so let's buff Seele here again, and yeah, I think Kakole can kind of freeze us, so perhaps she's a more important target here. I think it's probably better to just focus on her. Let's use Hermes' ult here. This brings us a bit closer to getting another action advance, which we should get after their basic. Oh, just 7% short. Well, doesn't really matter. I think this is a finishing touch here. Great. Well, that's really nice. Now comes the real test. I'm kind of worried about this team. I feel like it's not going to actually clear Thalia ult here up before we cast any of our Rabba ultimates. Without the imaginary weakness implant, we are not going to be able to break the elites, so that's quite bad. I will also try to preserve skill points because I would prefer using Rodmay's ult as much as possible. So let's ult here and hope that we can actually kill the enemy. For now, we'll focus on the leftmost enemy because it's going to need to take action the fastest. So nice, it almost dies here. I think I can skill here, great. Sadly, we do waste our Abaddon, but I hope it's not too bad. Let's ult here. Okay. Now that's fine. So, our goal is to again inflict our weakness implant on Sandor, and only after that will we ult. We did kind of waste the energy gift here, but I can't really use Rabba's ult here because if I do, she'll just lose a ton of HP, and that's not what we want at all. So what I'm going to do right now is use Thalia's ult here, use Rodmay ult, and after that use Rabba. Hopefully we can break Thunder as well as this axe bearing elite minion, and that might kill the enemy here. At least, well, that's some good damage, not nearly close to a kill, but still. We should survive the next couple of attacks, and we'll also have some help from the what should I call it, like the turbulence. I always forget the names. And I think after this kill, after this enhanced basic, Sandra will switch states if we kill 3 enemies here, which we should be able to do. Yup. So then we'll probably die, or at least Fuke will die. Let's see, yeah, she does. Oh, I mean, almost everyone dies here. So we will heavily rely on our global passives. For some reason I'm just having trouble remembering the names and stuff. Okay, so I guess this is then. This should probably kill the boss here. Great. Well, that went not too bad. Actually, a bit better than I thought it would. I was just genuinely sure we would die there, but you know, it did not happen, so I'm okay with that. I think for this site, it's again kinda quantum weak, so we are going to continue with the Zila, then War, the Igor Mimos Bride. I think returning to the Acheron is actually fine here, but I'm going to replace Aventurine with Tanheng because his shields are a bit beefier, which helps a lot against this boss, and he also can help us break it, I think more efficiently than Aventurine, so that's probably a good choice. We'll also be implanting the lightning weakness thanks to Seele, which should help against the boss. Okay, let's proceed. RMC technique here might actually come back to bite us, because we do want the Flame Reaver to take turns as fast as possible, so that he can summon more clones for us to kill. But we'll see how it goes. focusing this enemy is all that like much better than focusing that Senate. I think that Senate is our highest priority because she inflicts DOT on us. So, and this guy will probably be able to kill it thanks to Treebee's attacks, or like at least damage him a bit, you know. So I'll just focus on the elite here. Now I don't want to waste my all damage on the Ascendant. It's just going to be too much, so I think I'm simply going to do this. I'm also going to use my ult here. We do kind of waste the action advance on Treebee, but I don't think we're going to need it at all, so it should be fine. Now this, I could basic here, but I don't really see a point. Like it's not, we don't really lack any of our skill points, so I think this should be fine. I can basic gear it, but I would just rather get more energy, you know. I think that's good. Okay. Now we basic attack here. I will ult Seele again. We get an action advance from Seele here once more, refresh our true damage buff. And I think is perhaps focusing the boss here just like better. Yeah, I think at least using our ult on the boss itself is like, oh wow, we are almost dead there. Well, that's not good. We will have another like case of global passives probably saving us, I think. Let's see, we kind of have to kill one of the clones here to actually get an additional turn. Now, yeah, I think that I have to skill you here. Okay, you action advance. Let's action advance everyone again. Hopefully he doesn't kill my team here. Okay, so that's something that's actually really good. Now we can chain a ton of our attacks here, one after another, getting a couple of like extra turns, use our ults. We'll also get another extra turn thanks to RMC advance. And I think we'll save the 2 clones for that, or we might not even need it. Wow. Great job from Seele. Great job. Now this is going to be a bit harder. It's actually quite funny to say that Seele kind of aged better than Acheron, at least until the new blade hasn't come out. After he comes out, I think she will be quite a bit better. Okay, we can ult here. Now let's wait for the dogs to be summoned. Great. And now we can actually ult. Hopefully this kills the dogs so we can get some free debuff application to charge Acheron's ult quicker. Great. Now I think using our skill here, it doesn't really like do anything. We could try changing our targets to the rightmost elite, but I don't think it's really all that worth it, so I'll probably just basic attack here, then use a skill on Seele Wolf, I think. So I'm pretty sure another ult and the bleed damage the monkey is going to take is going to be enough to kill it. So I'm not going to waste Seele Wolf ultimate here. Yeah, that was probably a good decision. Great. Now, let's save Seele Wolf's ultimate for when the boss summons his minions. Great. And now we'll need to apply the weakness of Acheron to the boss. Great. Now everything is very simple. We simply focus on breaking its weakness, and that's our primary goal. I will also save my Acheron auto for now because I want him to summon more minions, which he should do now. Great. So we should be able to kill them all here. Okay, and they help us quite a lot with breaking the enemy here. I think I'll simply basic attack here. Skill. This just gives a bit more energy for Seele and Wolf when we switch to the next, to the second stage. Now, do I get enough energy if I use my basic attack here? I think I do because I'm using an energy rope, right? Yeah. So we should be fine. Let's hold here. This together with a dragon attack will break the enemy, and our ult should be enough to kill the boss here. Great. We are actually in an amazing position here, so we kill the boss. It's going to advance above Acheron, summon a couple of minions. Very nice. Now I'm holding my Seele and Wolf ult again because I want to use it to apply the debuff to the second pack of summoned minions. So we will wait until the boss summons them. Let's use our skill here. We aren't really suffering with a lack of skill points. And let's check who has more shields and defense. Okay, so yeah, I think it's just, all of them have more shield, like 600, 800 more shield, but they also have far less, far lower defense numbers, so take the highest damage if any damage is not offset by shield. I think it's just better to choose Honkai still. Oh, he still lost some damage. Well, that's fine. Quite unfortunate he didn't summon the second, not draw, the second bunch of enemies, I guess. Which I thought he would. Well, that's a mistake on me. On my part. He should summon them now, though, I hope, right? Let's see. You attack us, then. Oh, I rolled that too early. He was going to have a second phase there. So my bad. Oh yeah, that was a really bad mistake from me. Well, still I think it should be fine. We'll be able to, I think, finish this. Yeah, we'll get a follow-up from Cypher here, which is going to give us Iron ult. This should kill all the minions and then also break the boss, so he takes more damage and Cypher finishes the job. Well, not too bad. I think I could have played there much better, but it is what it is. We still cleared it. It was pretty fun. And now come the shielding stages. So we have a DOT and break stage, I think, right? Because this guy doesn't really take a lot of crit damage, I think. Yeah. And this one is kinda Legion Shield. I still don't really understand, it's... Well, he kind of plays around killing the summoned minions. He does provide a ton of punch line, but I don't really think, this boss really wants you to use Elation, unlike Spark Second, for example. But in any case, let's see what we can do here. I'm not confident in using Seele here. So I think we'll just go with some DOT quiz. And then for this stage, I guess we could just go with Zero, you know. Why not? I've been putting in a lot of resources into building your team, and well, I mean, kinda getting there to 200 speed. It's quite far away, but I did get some like great pieces. I crafted these like orbed rope, which aren't amazing, but they are exactly what I need. So I just need a better chest. Like with some crit damage and 2 rolls and the speed, and she'll be ready. My Sparks is kinda, I still don't understand how to build her correctly for the sub DPS goal, you know. So she's kind of at something like this. I think this kind of works fine, not the best, but it's okay. And then Yao Guang, I'm in the process, but yeah, she's looking horrible, you know. Don't check her out, please. I will be pulling for her light content next patch as well, so pretty excited about how that goes. But in any case, let's proceed to the Dark Sam. I think this should be quite easy for us. At least I hope so. Okay. The difference in difficulties quite stark between floor 11 and floor 12, so it can be a bit annoying, I guess. But we'll see. We also get our free ult here, so we can advance right away. Nice. And I think I'll focus most of my Kavka attacks on the Black Tide Edit, because he doesn't really have any mechanics that help us defeat him, unlike the fish. So we are going to go with that. Now, yeah, let's just use our High Ceiling skill here to apply some vulnerability to the enemies. Nice. I think after this dragon attack, and yep, we get our Kafka ult here as well as Heisen ult. Let's use it right away. Nice, nice. Okay, we already managed to kill both of the smaller fishes. So, I think I'll continue focusing the Black Tide champion. And this should probably be a 0 cycle wave 1, I hope. We will be getting another ult here from Kafka, I think. If the fish gives you like just a bit more energy, we should be fine, but it might actually die here. Or maybe not. Okay, let's see if she gives us energy. Oh, of course not. Okay, great. So this should be a 0 cycle here, I think. That was probably a mistake. Oh, it was so close. Well, that's alright. Let's use our ult here right away. Yep. Kafka right away. We do waste action once from our ult, but I think it's fine. I think it's alright. Now we do kind of want to focus the bugs. Killing them is much more important. So let's focus most of our attacks from characters who can trigger Kafka follow-ups on the bugs. I'm not really sure I'm expressing myself correctly. it's a bit hard to actually like formulate these thoughts. I haven't really spoken like in English or made a video in quite a long time, as I was already saying. But okay, we kind of need a resilience hold here to successfully eliminate the enemies. I think this next attack from the dragon, or no, I thought that the dragon would give us Kafka follow-up and thus more energy for our ult, but we got lucky and the bug attacked us. So that's quite nice. Okay, he did heal up here a bit. It doesn't really matter all that much. This follow-up should kill, I think. Yep, very, very nice. Now let's use our resilience ult right away. And I want to skill again to refresh my vulnerability debuff. Okay, great. So we kill 3 bugs here, apply even more vulnerability. And now we can ult. Wow, that's no damage at all. Well, hopefully we can quickly accumulate like more damage here. Plus, this is a one-phase boss, so kind of it seems worse than it is, you know. I kind of have to use our basic gear, I'm afraid. Same goes for Danny Hank and resilience for now. We don't really need to use her skill, I think. Okay. No, I think using our skill on resilience right now would be fine. If I use my basic, I'll still be left with 2 skills. I'll get 1 skill point from the gank. No, I think it's just safer to use the basic attack there. Okay, let's again choose Kafka here. This time we managed to save our action once, so that's nice. And I think in the next cycle we're going to be able to finish this, hopefully. We will also charge the memory turbulence a bit more, so it's going to deal some extra damage, which is really, really nice in our case, where we deal almost no damage to the boss by ourselves. Okay, nice. Let's use our base skill here, apply vulnerability, then ult. I think this should kill at least 1 of the bugs, if I'm not correct. Not wrong, sorry. Great. We'll also get, yep, X1 ult pretty soon, I want to say, but thank you, Sam. And this Kafka skill might be enough to actually kill the boss here. Or, well, not anymore, sadly. Now let's use our skill here. We'll be able to kill some of the bugs pretty soon, great. And the next, I think 2 follow-ups should be enough. That's unfortunate, but still. That was War Cycles, if I'm not mistaken, so, you know, not too bad. Now, let's see how the Seele will go here. I found that she is a bit like tricky to play, at least for me. You need to really manage your what's it called? Certified banger, I think, right? Yep. It's kind of the primary focus of your character, and without it can be a bit hard. So that's unfortunate here. I don't really want to waste any of my Ho-Ho energy, so I think do I want to use your own like right away, or or save it, like use it for later. If only the, like what's called, like the choice and actually hit Young Wang as well one more time, she would have gotten her old here. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, do I want to hold on a Huahua or not? I kind of have a feeling that saving Gyeongwang's old is going to just like be better for us in the future to re-enter Wolf's old form quicker. So for now, let's just use our basic gear with Huahua. We should have enough, or maybe not. Wow, we are not even close to getting enough points for easily Wolf ult, so I guess I kind of have to hold with Young Wang. Okay. At least this should give us enough. Okay. Well, let's see how it goes. So, I kind of want my box and getting her old before holding with Hoho, but if we take any more turns, yeah, I'm not going to waste Hoho energy. I think it's much more important than Spark Skulls. I can't believe I actually called her that. That was so unprompted. Okay, so we kill one of the enemies there. Sadly, we can't really kill the horse. It's just too tanky for us. Okay. And we have one more action left for our Seele and who also has no certified bankers. Yeah, I'm extremely bad at playing this character. I still don't really get how to efficiently play this, but oh well. We'll just have to do with what we have. Now hopefully the turbulence can help us here a lot. And also if Seele would have managed to kill some of the enemies here, she'll get a bit of like, what's it called? Oh my god. Like when it's she won't lose the effects, let's just call it that. I know there's a word for that, but I can't remember it for the life of me, sadly. Why we didn't kill them, what? Oh, because one of the elites wasn't. Okay, well, that's just horrible. But oh, whatever. So you'll probably need Xiaoguang Gold again to enter this stage, correct? Yeah, I think so. Though maybe just like a basic means skill room. Or this also works kinda. Then yes, let's use our hold here. Extend our buffs. Great, so at least that's sounding. I will save my Yagwang hold here just to re-enter our ult a bit quicker. I think that's worth it. Let's just damage this guy. Though maybe that's a mistake on my part. Maybe I should just call out in terms of using my ults and so on, you know. Maybe that's the correct play. Okay. Well, nice. We killed some of the minions. That's great. Let's just basic attack here. Use some more of our skill points. Give a bit more charges or whatever it's called to Seele Wolf. We break the enemy again. They'll start taking a bit more damage now. So let's see how it goes here. Okay, well, I mean, the damage is alright. I think I'm just playing this horribly, to be honest. I've been trying to like to look up some guides and so on, but just like for the life of me, I can't figure this character out. Okay, now I think it would be better to just focus this guy here. Great. So hopefully Yakuan can kill both of them with your basic attack. Or, well, that was kinda close. Not quite, but, you know. Now we'll again enter our enhanced state here. Let's do so. Not sure if doing so right away is a good idea. Probably not, right? Okay. So let's see if we can even finish the first stage in this cycle with this turbulence. You probably should, correct? Okay. Oh, we also get a fat basic attack here. Very nice. Okay, great. That's good. We also get an instant enhanced attack from this, like, what's it called, like Roomba. Let's just go with Roomba. I can also use my skill here. Nice. If we kill these minions, we should get another enhanced basic. So it will increase the damage that, yep, we're doing it. So I can enhance the basic attack every time I get 20 punchline. I just noticed that. Well, okay, that's fine. Let's quickly heal up our team. And now after this instant, I think I'll use my Yangwang ult again, just to give our City Wolf a bit more buffs, you know, just even more. I just want to see how much damage she deals when she is like over buffed in a sense. Still, my 35 banger, like sustaining, I guess, is so horrible. She only has 86. That's so low. Okay, we can also use our ult here. Sadly, the boss is already pretty low, so we won't really need all of this damage, but it's good. If only I could achieve the same level of damage early on. Well, still, not bad, not bad. Okay, let's quickly buy up everything left in the shop here. Okay, nice, and then yep, and we'll save the rest for the next refresh of this shop. But in any case, that was it for the day. I kind of expected this to be a bit of a longer video. I thought it would be a bit like closer to an hour, but still around 45 minutes isn't too bad. So I hope this video length is fine for you. I also hope that you enjoyed this. I'm a bit rusty still, so maybe my whispers weren't as relaxing, or like my throat was, I don't know, producing the whispering a bit incorrectly. Who knows? Still, I hope you managed to enjoy this and